Permaculture is our sort of lead course for the whole program in sustainable living because it's the one that encompasses most of what sustainable living is about. Essentially, it's about designing a way for a community of people to live that is in concert, is in agreement with the principles of nature, and it mimics nature as much as possible. At the same time, making a very comfortable living for people. So it's not like we're, coming up with a hippie commune or anything. It's much more advanced, much more sophisticated than that. So it has all the principles of the overall program, and that's why we ask our students to take that course first, to kind of introduce them, to give them that sense of wholeness before they then go into the program itself.
Permaculture is like a system of design. It's a way of doing less and accomplishing more, and harnessing the managing intelligence of nature to create an easy and abundant lifestyle.
Permaculture is a contraction of permanent and agriculture, or sometimes people say permanent and culture. But either way, it's very intimately related to agriculture, because agriculture is the base of your culture, because everyone has to eat, and that's how we maintain our bodies, and that's how we function in the world, and the quality of our food affects our health, and that affects all our relationships with other people and with the world. I mean, so it's very fundamental. It's a foundation of the culture. And so to have a permanent culture, to have a permaculture, we need a permanent agriculture. And so the idea of permaculture is you have perennial crops, and that's what you base your agriculture on, because that is basically how nature works. You're modeling nature, and you're designing a system which is like how nature works.
So permaculture is the design of human habitats that have the stability, diversity, and resilience of natural ecosystems. So it's about how does renewable energy relate to how I build, relate to where I get my food from, relate to how I get my livelihood, relate to all the different aspects that it takes to create a human settlement. And how do we think about those in terms of sustainability? So it's thinking about every aspect of what humans do in terms of sustainability and about the design of that. So our program is really about giving students the skills and the knowledge to assist in the design of and construction and maintenance of sustainable communities. So permaculture is really at the heart of that. It's really the heart of the philosophy of our program is how do we design with nature? How do we take those systems, those autonomous, self-regulating, self-organizing power of nature, and how do we create systems that work with that self-organizing power rather than work against it? And really, Maharishi University of Management, the sense in which we mean management in that term is exactly the same way, is the self-organizing, managing power of nature. So what the university is about, Maharishi University of Management, is to give students that skill and action that allows them to operate in the same self-organizing, self-managing, self-regulating intelligence that natural systems do. And you can't do that on an intellectual level. You have to do that from the development of consciousness from within. And so you can't do that by giving knowledge from without. Knowledge from without is useful, and it's and we need it. But we also need this development of consciousness within.